Virgo, something powerful is happening between June 7th and June 12th. 3 karmic tests are heading your way. Tests that were written into your soul's contract long before you were even born. If you've been feeling a strange shift lately, if you've noticed weird patterns, emotional waves, or sudden déjà vu, it's not random. The universe is watching you right now, closely. And if you pass these 3 tests, everything changes. Your energy shifts, your blockages clear, and your luck transforms forever. But only if you stay aware, only if you pass. Virgo, this is not just another week. Between June 7th and June 12th, something rare is unfolding above you and within you. The cosmic sky is aligning in a powerful triangle of transformation. The Moon, Mercury, and Pluto are forming what astrologers call a karmic portal, a divine triangle that reaches into your past, your present, and your future. This isn't just about astrology. This is about your soul's mission. The Moon is stirring your emotional truth, bringing hidden feelings, old wounds, and subconscious fears up to the surface. Mercury, your ruling planet, is sharpening your mind, but it's also challenging your beliefs, your patterns, and your mental discipline. And Pluto, the planet of deep transformation, death, and rebirth, is digging up karmic debris from your past life and forcing you to look at what you've ignored for too long. Together, these 3 energies are forming a karmic triangle, and Virgo, you're standing right in the middle of it. This is why things have felt off lately. The sudden emotional waves, the strange signs, the recurring dreams, the pull towards something old, and the fear of something new. You're not going crazy. You're being tested spiritually, karmically, celestially. But here's what most people don't understand. These aren't punishments. These are soul invitations. Opportunities from the universe to finally shift something major in your life. A pattern you've repeated lifetime after lifetime. A fear that's blocked your progress. A decision you've been too afraid to make. And this time, you don't get to hide from it, because the energy from June 7th to 12th will bring it right in front of your face. You'll feel pressure. You'll feel watched. And that's because you are. The universe is watching how you respond, not how you talk about healing, but how you choose, respond, and act when the karmic pressure is on. This portal is calling you to stop playing small, to stop ignoring your own inner wisdom, to stop doubting your destiny. Because Virgo, your soul didn't come here to be normal. You came here to break cycles, to heal timelines, and to become the anchor of light for your bloodline. And this week is your training ground. If you avoid these tests, if you ignore the signs or repeat your past patterns, the door may close and it might not reopen until years from now. But if you rise, if you face what's being shown to you, a breakthrough will happen that changes everything. You'll finally break that toxic emotional loop. You'll step into clarity about your purpose, and your luck, yes, your physical luck, will begin to shift in ways that feel like miracles. But remember, the first step to passing a test is recognizing that you're in one. So if you've been feeling sudden anxiety or emotional heaviness, communication breakdowns or misunderstandings, powerful dreams or symbols, repeating pressure in your chest or heart chakra, a deep sense that something big is coming, it's because your soul already knows. The karmic triangle is open, the portal is live, and Virgo, your destiny is being decided right now. Test 1. The emotional storm. Virgo, between June 7th and June 8th, you may feel like something deep inside you is being shaken. Your emotions may swing wildly, one moment calm, the next moment overwhelmed. You might feel sadness out of nowhere, a heaviness in your chest, a wave of tears without warning. And here's the truth. This isn't depression. This is a karmic awakening, a storm inside your soul. It's not because something is wrong with you. It's because something old is rising to the surface. something you've been carrying for far too long. This is emotional karma, a karmic echo from a moment, maybe in this life, maybe in a past life, when you kept quiet to keep others comfortable. You suppressed your voice. You held back your truth. You pushed down your pain just to avoid conflict. And now, the universe is asking, will you finally release it, or will you repeat the silence? This test may come through subtle emotional signs or loud soul-shaking waves. Either way, it's not random, it's divine. Signs you're in the middle of this test. Sudden tears without reason. You feel like crying and you don't know why. That's emotional energy leaving the body. Let it go. Dreams about someone you haven't thought of in years. A past memory, a former relationship, or even a childhood wound shows up in your dreams. That's not nostalgia. It's the universe pulling up what you buried. Emotional tension with someone close. A parent, a friend, or a partner suddenly triggers you. It feels like déjà vu. That's because the test is repeating itself to give you a chance to pass it consciously this time. Virgo, these aren't coincidences. These are signs that you're in the first karmic challenge. To pass this emotional test, journal your raw emotions. Don't filter your feelings. Don't try to be strong or rational. Let yourself write down what you're really feeling, even if it's messy, even if it makes no sense, because writing is a spiritual release. Speak your truth. You've been avoiding a conversation, haven't you? Maybe it's fear, maybe it's habit. But Virgo, this is the moment to finally say what's on your heart. Not to hurt, not to blame, but to free yourself from emotional bondage. Speak with honesty. Speak with peace. But most importantly, speak. Do not numb the storm. Don't run to distractions. Don't scroll, binge, escape, or pretend you're fine. This storm came to clear you, not to destroy you. Feel it. Let the tears fall. Let your heart ache if it must, because on the other side of this storm is your breakthrough. Voiceover. Closing for this section. Virgo, this is your moment to finally heal what you've buried for years, not by fighting it, but by feeling it fully. This storm isn't chaos, it's sacred. The universe is watching, not to punish you, but to see if you're finally ready to choose truth over comfort. If you pass this test, the emotional chains around your luck will break. Test 2. The temptation of the past. Virgo. Between June 9th and June 10th, something or someone from your past will suddenly reappear. It might show up in a message, a memory, a voice you haven't heard in months or even years. At first it may feel comforting, nostalgic, like the universe is offering you a second chance. But don't be fooled. This is not a gift. This is a test. A karmic boomerang designed to see if you'll slip back into a version of yourself you've already outgrown. Because that's what this energy is. It's a spiritual trap. A beautiful lie dressed in the clothes of your old life. Maybe it's a toxic ex who suddenly misses you. Maybe it's a habit you worked so hard to break. Maybe it's a situation that you know is wrong for you, but your heart still remembers the feeling. This is how karma works. Before you level up, the universe will tempt you with the very things you used to fall for, just to see if you've really healed. Signs you're in the middle of this test. A text, DM, or call from someone toxic. That person you finally walked away from, they'll pop back up, right when you're most emotionally vulnerable. An urge to revisit something that hurt you. You may suddenly want to re-watch that movie, revisit an old place, or even indulge in an unhealthy pattern. It seems innocent, but it's actually karmic magnetism pulling you back. A strange déjà vu moment. You'll feel like you've been in this situation before. That's because you have, in this life, or a previous one. This is your soul being tested in familiar energy. To pass this test, ask yourself, does this align with the person I'm becoming? Don't ask if it feels good. Ask if it's true. Ask if this decision honors the growth you've worked so hard for. If the answer is no, walk away, block what's no longer aligned energetically, emotionally, Physically, set the boundary, hit block. Don't entertain half-truths, because anything that confuses your peace is too expensive for your spirit. Do a cord-cutting meditation, light a candle, close your eyes, picture the person or memory in front of you. Now imagine cutting the energy cord that ties you to them, with love, not hate. Say this out loud: I release you, I forgive you, but I choose myself. Test 3, the mirror portal, Virgo. The final test arrives between June 11th and June 12th, and this one is the hardest of them all, because this isn't a message or a memory. This is a person or situation standing right in front of you, reflecting back something you've been trying to avoid, your shadow, your fear, your unhealed wound. This is what we call the mirror test, the karmic final boss before transformation. It will come suddenly. It might be an intense confrontation, a deep rejection, a moment where you feel judged, criticized, misunderstood, or completely exposed. And in that moment, you will feel triggered. You will want to react, to defend, to hide, to run, but don't, because that person or situation is not your enemy. It's your reflection. The universe is showing you something inside you that is ready to be healed. Signs you're facing the mirror portal. You feel judged or rejected by someone close. It stings more than usual because it's touching a wound you've tried to forget. A powerful argument or emotional confrontation erupts, and instead of just anger, it makes you question your worth, your voice, your truth. You feel insecure or unworthy all of a sudden. Doubts creep in. Am I really good enough? Do I even matter? That's the mirror. It's not truth. It's a test. Virgo, this test shows up not to break you, but to reveal you. How to pass the mirror test? Don't react. Observe, reflect. The trigger is not the problem. Your reaction to the trigger is the real test. Take a deep breath, step back. Observe yourself like a wise soul watching from above. Ask, what is this showing me about myself? This is where the healing happens. If someone makes you feel invisible, maybe you've been ignoring your own needs. If you feel unworthy, it's time to rewrite that story. Your pain has a message. Listen to it. Thank the lesson, then release it with love. The moment you understand the message, the mirror disappears. You no longer need that reflection because you've integrated the truth. Say this out loud if you're ready. I see the wound. I honor the lesson. I set myself free. Voiceover. Closing. Virgo, this is not about the other person. It never was. It's about who you become when the universe shows you the deepest parts of yourself. Will you shame them? Bury them? Blame others for awakening them? Or will you rise, love your reflection, and walk through the mirror? Because on the other side is something you've waited lifetimes for. The clarity you've been craving, the confidence you've been hiding, the peace that comes from knowing you've finally faced your truth. And if you pass this test, your karmic chains break, your energy elevates, and your entire life begins to shift in your favor, Virgo. If you've made it this far, if you've faced all 3 karmic tests between June 7th and June 12th, then get ready, because what's coming next is not struggle, it's transformation. When you pass a karmic test, you don't just feel better, you vibrate higher, you align with a new frequency, and the universe responds instantly. Your energy shifts, your karma clears, and your entire timeline begins to move in a new direction, one that finally supports who you're becoming. This is when things start to feel different, lighter, brighter, smoother. Here's what may start to show up after June 13th. Unexpected blessings. Out of nowhere, a door opens. You receive an offer. A new path presents itself, not by accident, but by energetic alignment, divine guidance. You'll begin to see repeating numbers like 1111 or 2222. You'll have powerful dreams. Your intuition will sharpen. The universe will start speaking to you more clearly, because now you're tuned in. A soul-aligned connection. If you've cleared your past attachments, the right people begin to arrive. A soulmate, a new friend, a mentor, someone who sees you, not for who you were, but for who you're meant to become. This is the reward for the inner work you've done, not just surviving the tests, but passing them with awareness, with grace, with spiritual maturity. Why this changes your luck? See, Virgo, luck isn't just a number or a coincidence. Luck is alignment, and when your inner world is clear, your outer world can finally reflect your worth. That block in your finances, that cycle in your relationships, that delay in your dreams, it wasn't bad luck. It was energetic resistance caused by unhealed karma. But now the energy is clear. Now the portal is open. Now the miracles can finally reach you. From June 13th onwards, the universe shifts in your favor. Not because it changed, but because you did. You made different choices. You showed courage in the face of fear. You trusted your higher self even when it hurt. And the universe always rewards those who pass their karmic lessons. Virgo, if you've made it to this point, if your heart is pounding, if your soul is buzzing, if you just know deep down that this message was meant for you, then this next step is your spiritual anchor. Because this isn't just a video, this is a divine transmission, a mirror of what your soul already knows. And now it's time to make it real, to let the universe hear you. So here's your challenge. Comment challenge, spoken slowly, emotionally. Take a deep breath. Feel the truth in your body. And now, comment this below 11 times to anchor your energy and signal the cosmos. I am being tested. I will pass. I am ready. Say it. Type it. Repeat it. Let it echo across dimensions. Because the number 11 is a master number in numerology. And when you speak something 11 times with intention, you imprint it into the quantum field. It becomes reality. So if this message hit you deep, don't scroll, don't wait. Comment now, anchor now, declare your strength. Call to action. And Virgo, don't stop here, because your next karmic shift is already forming. A new spiritual wave is coming after June 12th, and it will either catapult you forward or test your progress again. So hit that subscribe button, smash the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming. Because when that next shift arrives, you'll want to be prepared, protected, and activated. This channel is your spiritual home. And if you're watching this, you're part of a soul tribe that's waking up. You're not alone. You were never alone. And now you're finally aligning with who you were always meant to be. Tell us in the comments, which karmic test hit you the hardest? What did you realize about yourself during this video? What are you ready to finally release? This isn't just about engagement, it's about integration. Writing it makes it real. So share your truth, let others feel your light, and you'll be amazed at how many Virgos are walking through this exact same storm with you. Virgo, now that you understand your 3 karmic tests, your past, your pain, your patterns, the real question is, what comes next? Because awareness is just the beginning. The real transformation happens in the activation, in what you do after the storm. And your next step is already calling you. Virgo, these 5 lucky numbers between June 13th to 20th will unlock your destiny. Yes, numbers, but not just any numbers. These are codes, vibrational keys sent by the universe, and they only reveal themselves once you've cleared the karmic debris. Between June 13th and June 20th, the energy shifts again. The test becomes the reward, but only for those who passed with truth, with courage, with self-awareness. If you've felt a strange pull towards certain digits, if repeating numbers like 444, 1111 or 777 have been chasing you, if you've felt the urge to play, write or meditate on numbers, this is your calling. So don't stop now. You've opened the portal, you've faced the fire. Now it's time to receive the miracle. Tap the video waiting for you right now. Virgo, These 5 lucky numbers between June 13th to 20th will unlock your destiny. Because Virgo, your soul didn't come this far just to break down. It came this far to break through. This was your test, and you felt it. Deep, the tears, the tension, the truth. But now begins your transformation. Now begins the real alignment. You are not broken. You are becoming. So rise, transformation, and step fully into the version of yourself the universe has been waiting for. Because Virgo, this is your season, this is your destiny, this is your moment.